started in just a moment. Welcome, everyone, to the annual Our Promise Thank You event and virtual celebration. Here are your hosts for today Our Promise Senior Director Tabitha Angel and Master of Ceremonies Patrick Harbison.
Oh,
Hey!
Tabitha, we are back. Can
We're
you
here.
believe it? High 10 on another
Yes.
incredible year. I cannot believe, wow, what a successful campaign year we had.
And we were remote again in
Right.
this awful pandemic.
Right.
But we did it.
You did it. Y'all pivoted. You got really creative. And what I found so inspiring was hearing from some of the state agencies that really incorporated their creativity and put it to good fundraising use.
Right, and they got outside of their box and figured out how can they get out there, engage with their employees, and get everybody excited about giving back.
Well, we're back again. I'm so thrilled to be here co-hosting with you. On behalf of the Our Promise team, we welcome you to the Our Promise virtual thank you event and award show for, as we said, the 2021 campaign year. Stay tuned as we'll have prize drawings for state workers who registered for this event and a prize drawing for the early birds who made donations to our Spring into Action campaign. So excited to hear more about that in a bit, Tabitha.
Yeah.
Our first ever one-time donation campaign to help nonprofits recover, that kicks off today.
Yes.
You'll learn more soon.
Yes, lots more details to come, but today, right now, we are celebrating you, our outstanding campaign volunteers, leadership team, and state departments who have worked so hard to make the largest charitable giving campaign among California state employees possible. Despite continuing challenges, California state workers pulled together to help recover, rebuild, and revive California through the Our Promise campaign.
Y'all really did. To talk more about the Our Promise campaign, it is my honor to introduce our 2021 Our Promise campaign co-chairs, California Chief Service Officer for the Governor's Office of California Volunteers, Mr. Josh Friday, and Secretary Yolanda Richardson of the California Government Operations Agency. Hello and welcome back to the both of you. Thanks for being here.
Hi, Patrick and Tabitha. Hello, everybody. Good to be here.
Thanks, Patrick and Tabitha. Always fun to be with you all.
Awesome. We're glad you're here.
Thank you. And I'm really honored to be able to be here to recognize my colleagues in state government for their hard work and commitment to this truly critical campaign, the Our Promise program. And I want to share below, I think we're going to see the names of the leadership team members and campaign volunteers who shared the message of Our Promise to literally over 260,000 state workers throughout California. That's something that we could never accomplish alone.
Yeah, Josh, that's awesome. Every year, thousands of nonprofits count on us to provide vital support through this program. And as public servants, we understand the value of collective work. We acknowledge the generosity of our fellow state workers and all that they've done to show up and provide their donations during the 2021 campaign.
So yeah, you all don't know this, but Secretary Richardson and I had to flip a coin to see who got to share the good news. And despite the fact that this is her last week with us in state government, I get to share the news, which it is our pleasure to announce the results of the 2021 campaign that the California state employees, all of you together collectively raised $4.9 million, almost $5 million from more than 23,000 state employees. So thank you, Secretary Richardson, for that honor of me getting to share that incredible news.
Absolutely. My pleasure to listen and so proud of everyone. These funds are going to support 5,200 nonprofits that the state employees chose in an effort to recover, rebuild, and revive California.
Thank you, Secretary Richardson, for your incredible service to our state, your service to being co-chair of this incredible campaign. And thank you, California state workers, for your passion, for your purpose throughout this campaign and beyond. You inspire us all. Thank you.
And thank you, Chief Friday, for the honor and the opportunity to be a part of this great campaign, as well as to all of the California state workers for showing up, especially during such an interesting time in our state. Your collective efforts are truly an inspiration to California. And I was so glad to be a part of it. Thank you.
Well, thank you both. Thank you so much, Chief Friday and Secretary Richardson. I'm going to really, really miss you, but I wish you the best of luck in your new adventure. Our campaign is one that the Our Promise team cannot accomplish alone. We rely on the expertise and energy that comes with working alongside state employees who are passionate about giving back. We are fortunate enough to have state departments recommend and loan us their talented team members to serve as Leaders United executives. Secretary Richardson and Chief Friday, we want to recognize your leadership efforts during a difficult year as the Our Promise co-chairs. It is my honor to present you both with the Our Promise Co-Chair Recognition Awards. Thank you both so much for being advocates for Our Promise and for the communities we serve.
Thank you.
Fantastic work. Truly
Thank you.
steadfast leadership. Thank you both again very much. So folks tuning in, it is my pleasure to announce our first prize winner, as well as the nonprofit they have chosen to receive a monetary donation. Quick note of housekeeping, you don't need to be present to win. The first $25 gift card goes to, let's spin that wheel and find out.
Oh, look, and our winner is Ramakrishna Tati, Caltrans.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Ramakrishna, representing Caltrans in style. Your nonprofit selection will receive a $25 donation in your name. Be sure to look out for an email from events@uwccr.org for your very own digital Amazon gift card. We're keeping it all digital this year, folks. Speaking of nonprofits and how Our Promise can help make a difference, please welcome friend, mentor, Dr. Dante Early, United Way, California Capital Region President and CEO. Come on up, Doctor. Woo-hoo.
Oh my gosh. Well, good afternoon, Tabitha and Patrick, and to all the viewers out there. I am loving the energy. On behalf of the 5,200 nonprofits who benefit from your generosity, we acknowledge our California state employees. As a proud former state employee myself, I know firsthand your commitment to our community and to public service. We thank you for your dedication and for collectively raising $4.9 million for nonprofits during these very challenging times. Your role is key to rebuilding and reviving California, and that goes beyond a paycheck, and we recognize that passion. I'd also like to thank the Our Promise team, Tabitha, Ben, and Jolisa. This small but mighty team does an amazing job of engaging the state leaders, inspiring the campaign volunteers, and connecting nonprofits to the thousands of generous state employees. United Way is proud to partner with the state of California on the Our Promise campaign. In addition to coordinating fundraising campaigns like Our Promise, United Way is also working to reduce poverty in the greater Sacramento area. We do this through our square run approach of helping every family succeed so their communities can too. We know that your donations change lives. Clients from our direct investment programs in Sacramento have shared that they were able to pay expenses like childcare, rent, and buy groceries. In addition, our STARS program is providing kids with weekly tutoring to increase their reading skills and minimize the learning gaps that have happened during COVID. All of this happens because of your support. Speaking as one of the thousands of nonprofit organizations eligible for donations, we are thankful for your gifts to support our work of changing lives. I hope you are inspired to spring into action and make a one-time donation today. And as you may have heard, we have a special incentive to offer you. United Ways Foundation has given a $100,000 matching dollar gift to support this special campaign. That means that every dollar you give in the month of March is matched dollar for dollar back to United Way to support the crucial work I just mentioned. By supporting the Spring into Action campaign today, You have an opportunity to double your money and your impact. Thank you again for your service and generosity, California State employees.
Woo! Wow, $100,000 in matching funds. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Dr. Early. Such inspiring words and, of course, inspiring leadership. Speaking of generous state workers, we have the names of early donors who have already sprung into action today. We randomly selected a winner early this morning, and it's my privilege to announce that winner now. The $25 gift card goes to Renee Hamlin from Parks and Recreation. And Renee has selected not one, but two nonprofits to receive a $25 matching gift. NAMI Sacramento and CSUS Counseling and Psychological Services. Wow, two incredibly deserving nonprofits. Congratulations again, Renee. I think I'll be joined now by my co-hosts. Please welcome back to the stage, Tabitha.
Hey!
Welcome back, Tabitha.
Thank you. Congratulations, Renee. That's so exciting. And now it's time to recognize special departments and agencies for going above and beyond and achieving some fantastic results for the Our Promise campaign and the nonprofits across the globe. Please welcome my fellow colleague, Ben Aceto, the Our Promise Development Manager. Hi, Ben.
Hey, Tabitha. Hey, Patrick. Thank you very much. Tabitha, as you mentioned earlier, the Our Promise campaign really would not be possible without the outstanding Leaders United executives. We're grateful for the four who supported us throughout the 2021 campaign. Delia Bolender with the Department of Motor Vehicles, Colleen Green with the Department of General Services, Christina Pinto with the Department of Tax and Fee Administration, and Esther Vicente, who's with the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. It was wonderful working with all of you, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Our first award that we're going to give today is the Leaders United Achievement Award. This individual was nominated by her peers for the enthusiasm and efforts she exhibited during the campaign season. Today, we honor Delia Bolender of the Department of Motor Vehicles with the Leaders United Achievement Award. Hey, Delia, what was your favorite part about being a Leaders United executive?
Hi, Ben. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate this award. My favorite part was learning about all the different nonprofits, whether they're home-based or a larger organization, but all the enthusiasm that I saw from different leaders and chairpersons. They just made it really easy. And of course, the support of you and Tabitha. And I couldn't go amiss without thanking my department, motor vehicles executives, and my management team who allowed me to take this opportunity on. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Like, of course, we wouldn't even have Leaders United executives without the gracious departments allowing you to spend so much time with us. Thank you so much, Delia, and thank you, DMV. It was really great having you with us on the team this year. For folks that are listening, if you're even wondering about what Leaders United is about and how you can get even more involved, we are accepting nominations for Leaders United executives now through May 4th.
Awesome.
Wow, inspiring work. Thank you so much, Ben. As we all know, keeping campaigns fresh and engaging is tough work. How do you connect with your peers, especially interdepartmental, during an ongoing campaign or ongoing pandemic?
Right, they're all sitting, they're at home or they're teleworking and they're not in the office having chili cook-offs and cake walks and all that kind of fun, good stuff. So they had to figure out how else to do it.
They had to get really creative this year, didn't they,
Yes.
Tabitha? Our next award recognizes exactly that creativity. Specifically, it recognizes the department that came up with a creative promotional tool to promote its campaign to help raise much-needed funds for California's nonprofits. One department made a PSA video inspired by, are you ready for it? The Matrix, Tabitha.
And they did the pill. What pill are you going to take?
The red or the blue? The red or the blue?
What is it going to be?
Well, I'm very pleased to present the first Digital Innovation Award to the California Department of Child Support Services. Congratulations. Here to accept the award is Christina Alder. Christina is the creative director of the department's strategic communications team. Christina, hello. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you all doing?
Great. Thank you so much for joining us. Christina, tell us, because we're all dying to know, how did your department come up with the idea to do a Matrix parody?
Well, I'll just be honest with you. I grew up watching a lot of TV and a lot of movies, and we were just sitting there trying to figure out how to get the word out in some creative campaign. And I just thought about the cubicle scene in the office. I mean, in the Matrix, and I said, "What about that?" I throw ideas out there all the time. Never know what's gonna stick, and that one actually did. I'm like, okay, we'll go with this then.
That's genius. When you were setting up the shots, was it difficult, or was it easy to stage the shots, to get the footage? Our viewers at home can see portions of the video playing, and it's so spot on.
Well, thank you. I definitely appreciate that. And no, there was really nothing too challenging about it aside from, trying to make what was in my mind reality. But once I had the idea for it, I knew what I wanted to do. I knew how I could get the shots and everything, just relied on my technology supporting me. And it did, so yeah, it was a lot of fun putting all that together.
I've been doing this campaign for 6 years, and it's by far like the best one I have seen. And it just relates so well to like State Department and like state agency and employees, and like, no, they're coming down the hallway again to like talk to us about that pledge form. And it's spot on. You guys did an amazing job, like really thinking outside the box, using that creative tool and being able to really display that through this video. Great job.
Christina, inquiring minds want to know, did you take the red or the blue pill?
Oh boy. Well, I guess they'll just have to find out in the sequel. No, I'm just kidding.
We love that. Thank you again to your entire department for that clever video. We will post a link to that full video in our comment section, because if you haven't seen it, folks, you've got to take a look. As Tabitha said, it's I think easily the most innovative we've seen departments get.
It's spot on if you're a state employee, and especially if you used to remember those old paper forms that we used to pass out. So our next award recognizes a small but mighty department that showed the most significant year-over-year improvement for the Our Promise campaign. This year, we recognize the California Business, Consumer Services, and Housing Agency as the most improved award for the small department category. In 2021, this department, listen to these numbers, had a 417% increase in participation, and their hard work resulted in a 602% increase in dollars raised.
600%?
Yes, so they really put in some work this year.
Sure did.
Here to accept this award is Secretary Lourdes M. Castro Ramirez. Secretary Castro Ramirez, what would you say was the secret to your agency's success?
Well, first of all, good afternoon, Tabitha and Patrick. It's so exciting to be here. I definitely want to acknowledge my colleagues, the 2021 Our Promise campaign co-chairs, California Government Operations Secretary Yolanda Richardson. She and I started at the same time, got appointed and sworn in at the same time. And so best of wishes as she transitions to this very important leadership role. And of course, Chief Service Officer at the California Volunteers, Josh Friday. Thanks to both of you for your inspiration, your leadership, and the tremendous work fostering a community of generosity and awareness among all California state employees. And so, Tabitha, to your question, first of all, you're right. We are a mighty agency that includes over 11 different entities plus 37 different boards and bureaus.
Wow.
And so what was our secret sauce? To your question, ¿cuál fue nuestro secreto, as we say in Spanish? I would say that I attribute, the secret success of this year's campaign to the buy-in of our executive leadership and of our BCSH staff. Also, of course, what made it much easier was the simplicity of the digital donation process. So thank you all for investing in that. And then the third piece was the lifting up of stories. We, on a weekly basis, would send out messages highlighting our staff and asking them, who did you select as a nonprofit, or which nonprofits did you select and why? And I think that getting behind sort of what drives us and the work that nonprofits do across the state was a great motivator.
Definitely. And I have to say a special thank you to you, Secretary. Secretary Richardson introduced us. We had not met yet. And I'm very fortunate for her, for us, connecting and building that relationship and being able to chat with you and explain the Our Promise campaign. And I really think because of your leadership and your, leading the charge in that agency, you guys were very successful. So I can't thank you enough for all of your leadership and support. We're hoping to see, that grow and grow every single year. So congratulations again.
Thank you so much, Tabitha. And if I may, just as a point of personal privilege, can I just recognize the outstanding leadership of Emma Bliska in our department, in our agency, who worked with all of our department coordinators. Again, buy-in, collective, a collective effort all the way around. So thank you.
Definitely. We were really grateful for her leadership as well and helping all those departments get involved.
Great.
I love what the secretary said there about really getting behind what drives us.
Yes,
and
passion.
how highlighting some of the passions that folks may have or why they are so passionate about the nonprofits that they have chosen to give back to can really be a good motivator to get other colleagues involved as well.
We find it's really common that when one employee tells their story, when we all used to be in the office and hanging out at the water cooler or in our cubicles, they would say, hey, I'm really passionate, for example, about the SPCA and all of the work that they do with spaying and neutering and adopting and fostering, animals. And then we would see that other employees around them would also give to the SPCA as well, because they were just so excited that their employee was so passionate. So they thought, well, I should be giving back to them too, because they are so passionate. So it really
100%.
does bleed out, and it really does, wear on other
Sharing
people.
means caring in the,
Yes.
in the biggest sense, right?
Yes.
Share your passions, inspire others. Speaking of inspiring state agencies, I'm very excited to present the next award, which is the Most Improved Award for a large department. And Tabitha, this year, that award goes to the California Department of Housing and Community Development.
Fun fact, they are a department that falls under the agency that just won the other award. So,
Look at that.
yeah.
Come on. Well, very excited because here to accept the award is Junius Bari. Hello, welcome.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. It's great to see you.
Thank
Great
you
to
for
see.
being here, Mr. Bari. In 2021, your agency saw an 18% increase in dollars raised and an 8% increase in participation. These are great numbers. What words of advice do you have for other large departments hoping to make a similar impact in 2022?
Great question. I would say just, at HCD, we're a cohesive family. And, the teamwork that has been it served as a glue in being able to highlight some great organizations and nonprofits doing great work in our communities. And so finding creative ways, sneaking a creative way through lunchtime, like we did, highlighting those organizations is something I can say, maybe it's a little bit of advice on my end.
We had heard from a number of departments earlier today that the online platform really helped with new engagement. Would you say that that was the case for your department?
It was, we were in this, I guess you could say, work from home environment. And so the fact that we're able to use online abilities and whatnot to get everybody together to see what's going on in our community and the organizations that are doing that was truly helpful. And it went very smoothly, very, very smoothly.
That's amazing. And you really had a great campaign team as well. I know that you had other campaign volunteers throughout your department that really helped, push the campaign throughout your department. You guys had very engaged. We heard from them throughout the campaign, asking questions, inquiring. So it was really great to see your department engaged.
Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't, we couldn't do without our fellow employees, including Kristen, Leanne, Kristen Matthews, Tressa Mattingly, Rhonda Wimberly, Christina Obaldo, Spike Friedman, and Linda Locke. Try to get everyone in there. These were all the folks who back in October, we were able to create, we'll push out the message for the Our Promise campaign, and everyone did an excellent job. And so I'm
Are you setting big goals for 2022 for this year?
I think we did a great job in 2021,
You sure
and
did.
let's keep that same momentum and the same excitement for 2022.
Awesome.
Well, congratulations again to the Housing and Community Development staff. Hats off. We commend you for your determination and generosity that led to your success. Kudos again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Junius. Speaking of amazing campaign volunteers, the Our Promise campaign can't happen without the enthusiastic participation of our volunteers at every department. I'm proud to present the award for one volunteer for her leadership, someone with a go-getter attitude and was never afraid to ask questions. She was definitely a frequent flyer in our inbox, but we love her for it. The Outstanding Volunteer Award goes to Gina Winston for the California High-Speed Rail Authority. And she was actually one of the leadership team representatives for the California State Transportation Agency. So she led all of those departments underneath that agency to a really successful campaign. Unfortunately, Gina is unable to join us today, but we are happy to accept on her behalf.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Congratulations, Gina.
And thank you so much for your service. We were just so grateful for you, and really the work in CalSTA couldn't have been done without you.
You know, it's so amazing to highlight one volunteer, but as you mentioned, this campaign is not possible without the bevy of volunteers that we have throughout various organizations. So it's really on behalf of them that Gina accepts this award. Our final award goes to the department that has the most positive interactions with our digital platform. You know, new platform this year. Who had the most engagement? Who had the most positive interactions? Well, this year it was the California Department of Tax and Fee Administration.
CDTFA.
CDTFA. Congratulations. And here to accept that award are not one, but two CDTFA employees, Ada Tran and Karina Magana. Congratulations and welcome to you both.
Hi, ladies.
Hi, everyone. Woohoo! Yay!
Ada, perhaps we can start with you. How did your department stay so active throughout the campaign?
What makes our campaign successful is that we have an amazing team for our, from our media team, our key connectors to each individuals in each department. We also have an amazing leaders. Our director, Nick Maduros, and Chief Deputy Director, Trista Gonzalez, has been a great support in our live virtual Our Promise event. We couldn't do this without our amazing leaders and teams. Thank you again for this great opportunity.
Well, thank you. And Karina, obviously, ePledge engagement is vital to the campaign's success. From the lessons that you all have learned from this year's success, how are you hoping to build on those in 2022?
Just get the word out. I think we had a great opportunity, like Ada said. Our media team was awesome and helped us put together a great event and just get the word out. The resources that you guys provided to us were great. So just getting everybody to just understand that platform was key, and just being there to answer questions. I think that was our key connectors were great.
Well, thanks to you both. As you know, like nothing is done with change easily in state service, right? So, to get everybody to go on a new platform, which it's our second year, but our first year, we were still flying that plane, still building it and flying it. So this year was a little easier in that sense. So we're really grateful to both of you and your department for, really engaging your employees and getting them to go online on that platform. You guys did a wonderful job. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
On behalf of the Our Promise team, I want to thank each one of you for your service and your support. Before we announce those last two prize winners, we encourage you to visit your Cal Employee Connect to make a one-time gift for the Spring into Action campaign.
Tell us a little bit more about this campaign. Tabitha, this is really exciting because this is the first time we've done something like this.
Right. So as hopefully you all know out there viewing, we usually run our campaign in the fall. So we usually run it from September to about November, where you can sign up for payroll, you can sign up for one time, which was amazing. But, we thought there's a lot going on during that time. There's, holidays, we usually have wildfires happening, natural disasters. So, there's a lot happening during that time with donations.
Right.
So we thought, we've had a couple months break. let's think about how we can really give back to those nonprofits and how can we really raise funds. And we thought, why not do something in the spring?
I love this idea.
Right, so we thought, let's do something. Let's do a one-time donation. More and more people are using their credit card and debit card online more than ever. Is it sad that I know my debit card by heart better than I know my driver's license?
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, a little too much Amazon shopping.
Well, and DoorDash.
Yeah, but it's a really great, easy option. And exciting news, as you heard Dante, our CEO and president, talk about, the United Way Foundation has agreed to give up to $100,000 of matching dollar-for-dollar funds
That's
back.
incredible.
Yes, back to United Way.
$100,000.
Yeah, so that will be matched dollar for dollar.
Wow.
If a donor gives back to United Way. So that's really exciting funds, and that money will go back to our amazing programs and resources that are being done here at United Way California Capital Region and our 5-county region here. It's amazing the work that they are doing and all the programs and resources that they're doing.
What a way to kick off this campaign,
Yeah.
right? With the $100,000 in matching funds. Okay, so Tabitha, for the folks that are watching at home, let's get to the specifics.
Yeah,
How
detail.
long does this campaign last?
So you have all the month of March, so March 1st through March 31st. So today, I know all of you got paid, so check your Cal Employee Connect for your pay warrant. Our button is gonna be on there. It's gonna
Love
be really
that.
awesome.
Okay, so I'm inspired, right? I've got my paycheck, and now I want to go make a donation. How do I do that?
Great question. So on Cal Employee Connect, you always have your welcome page. Well, there's gonna be a little message on there that talks about us, our promise. And then it will actually, there's a little button in your user profile, and it says the Our Promise e-pledge button. So that's all you have to do. You can designate to any nonprofit of your choice.
That's awesome.
So really, you can choose to give a gift to anyone, and it's just a credit card or a debit card. So as long as that debit card has Visa, which mine does, MasterCard, you know, American
Sure.
Express or Discover, I call them the 4 golden boys. You know, if any of those, you can easily give a gift for as little as $5. Maybe you want to make a quick one-time gift of $50. It's very, very easy to do.
Well, that, I mean, I'm all about simplicity, right? Particularly when it comes to giving back and spending money. And speaking of spending money, if I'm already giving a gift,
Yes.
like a monthly gift, can I do a one-time gift in this campaign? Will this affect my monthly gift? How does that work?
Great question. So most of our donors give a payroll gift, or what we call a monthly gift, which you signed up for in the fall.
Right.
And it just started in January. So this is a great opportunity. Maybe you missed out on that nonprofit that you want to give back to, or maybe you forgot to designate to them. You definitely can give an additional one-time gift. So your payroll gift will continue per normal, per usual, but you can definitely give a quick one-time gift in this
Well,
campaign.
that's incredible, particularly now that we know that that one-time gift goes towards that match, that amazing $100,000 match. So let's implore everyone at home to please, please, please contribute. Give if you can. And you know, Tabitha, I know that so many nonprofits, particularly last year, but as the endemic continues,
Yes.
are still suffering. And we've got some really important data that might influence or inspire perhaps some viewers at home to contribute as part of this Spring Forward pledge.
And what I think is really important when, you know, Patrick and I talk about these nonprofits and the dollars, and, you know, a lot of people think that their dollar is doing nothing, or it's not doing enough, or it's not giving out good enough resources. And it's really important to note that every dollar is very important for nonprofits. It really does count, and it really does help. So in the past 2 years, nonprofit organizations have faced unprecedented challenges, unfortunately. So we can definitely make a difference for causes that have been impacted severely by the pandemic, like food insecurity. That is a huge one that we are seeing across our state. $25 covers 100 meals at the LA Regional Food Bank.
Think about that when you talk about dollar for dollar. Just $25 feeds 100 people.
I mean,
amazing.
you think about it, you're spending $20 for lunch nowadays.
Right,
So,
right.
I mean, and that would cover 100 meals for folks.
Absolutely.
Also, domestic violence cases have increased, unfortunately, by 25 to 33% globally in 2020.
Wow.
$65 covers a session of therapeutic counseling in person or through secure telehealth through Weave.
Such a vital organization based here out of Sacramento. Animal shelters. I know so many of you viewing at home are animal lovers. Well, animal shelters are still recovering from the influx of abandoned pets. Tabitha, $100 would cover the cost of an x-ray for a sick or injured animal. I know that oftentimes people are really scared about veterinary bills.
Well, I was going
right?
to say, my dog decided to get pneumonia before I went on international vacation, and yes, dogs do get pneumonia.
Yes, they do.
And that was not cheap. And so the fact that there are services like this to really help those in need, fur babies included, is really amazing.
$100 help a
Yes.
sick or injured animal.
There has also been tremendous learning losses during the pandemic, unfortunately. And I've had to see that through my own children, et cetera.
Sure.
But $50 supports a full year of online literacy tutoring through United Way's STARS tutoring program, which is amazing. So
$50 for a year's worth of tutoring education.
Yeah.
Tutoring education. That's so impressive because, you know, you talked about the impact of parents who this year, my goodness.
Yes.
Parents are now teachers and employees and parent, you know, so they're wearing so many hats. Well, amazing program like this STARS tutoring program for $50 can really, really help make an impact.
it's amazing. These are just a few examples of the thousands of other causes that need our support. Keep in mind, you can give to any nonprofit of your choice, as long as they are 501c3. And if you can't find them on our list, feel free to reach out to us, or there is a write-in section where you can definitely input your nonprofit's information and go ahead and you just need their tax ID. But you know, we're gonna spring into action.
We absolutely are. You know, Tabitha, one thing that I always recommend folks that might be still deciding what nonprofit they'd like to give back to is to look at our social media platforms, because throughout the years of this campaign, we've had wonderful opportunity to interview in person, pre-pandemic, but certainly virtually these past couple of years, a number of organizations who firsthand are recanting their story and their needs, and that might help inspire your donation choice. So our Facebook, our Instagram, always a good resource.
It's a great resource because, you know, we had talked about this earlier, but, you know, we didn't have agency fairs at state departments and agencies. We weren't down in the lobby having all of our nonprofits at booths and tables. So this is a really great way to look at those different nonprofits and what are they doing? What resources are they providing? You know, that was always a really good way for state employees to interact and see and be like, oh, I never knew a nonprofit did that. So definitely check our social media platforms out. They're quick, they're easy. It's not putting you to sleep, promise. And you've got this guy usually interviewing who's pretty amazing. So please.
Let's get inspired. Let's get that match, $100,000. Wow, what an opportunity.
I know. So visit Cal Employee Connect today.
That's right. Speaking of opportunities, we've got opportunities for some more prize giveaways.
Yeah.
Let's get to our third prize drawing. What do you say, Tabitha?
I say let's do it.
All right, we're going to pull up our wheel. And let's see who the winner of this $25 gift card will be. I get so nervous, even though I know my name's not even in contention.
Well,
like
it's a
every
good
time I
one.
play the lotto, I think I'm going to win, and I never do.
Yeah, I don't play the lotto. Sorry, I can't.
Hey, and our winner is Liz Santucci, Caltrans St. Jude's.
Liz, congratulations, and we see that you have selected St. Jude's as your nonprofit benefactor, a wonderful organization. Again, stay tuned for your email or a link to your digital Amazon gift card.
And now we got our grand prize of $50. So let's see who that's gonna go to.
$50, years worth of tutoring.
Yeah. A lot of names on there.
Who do we have? Who do we have?
Oh, and our final winner of the afternoon, Jenny Norton, High Speed Rail Authority, Gold Country Wildlife Rescue Incorporated.
Amazing. Congratulations, Jenny. That's awesome. $100 is going to go to your favorite nonprofit. That's really exciting. Keep an eye out for your email later today. It does come from events@uwccr.org, so maybe check your spam. And if you don't get that, you know, please reach out to us so we make sure we get that over to you.
Congratulations again to all of today's winners and to each and every one of you following along for your generous contributions and hard work towards the Our Promise campaign. We've mentioned it throughout today's thank you event, but it really is a testament to these volunteers and the hard work that they do.
Definitely.
Folks, be sure to visit our website, ourpromiseca.org, to stay connected to the causes you care about the most. At that website, you can also get news, updates, and access anything that you may have missed from today's program. Once again, that is ourpromiseca.org.
And just a few reminders, this is an amazing new campaign that we just launched today called Spring Into Action. It's a one-time donation. So the minimum is $5, and the maximum, there is no maximum as we like to say, but you can go ahead and split that up to multiple nonprofits. That's another great thing about this campaign is you don't have to just pick one. So if you wanted to do $20 and you wanted to give $5 to 4 different nonprofits, you definitely can. So keep that in mind. That launches today, and you can give through Cal Employee Connect. So even though we have our amazing website that has all of our information about the campaign and about nonprofits, unfortunately, you cannot give and make your gift on our website. It is only through Cal Employee Connect, and that's because of the safety and security measures for you, the state employee. So it's set up for you through your individual profile on Cal Employee Connect. If you have any issues or any questions, you can definitely reach out to my team. We are small but mighty, the 3 of us. It's myself, Ben, and Jolisa. Our donor email is ourpromiseca@uwccr.org. And then hopefully Ben or one of my colleagues, we can drop that donor hotline down in there. It's kind of long. I don't know if I'll get all those numbers right, almost, but we'll go ahead and drop that down in the chat if you guys need to be able to get a hold of us. Again, you'll have the whole month of March from March 1st through the 31st to go ahead and make a one-time donation via credit card or debit card through Cal Employee Connect. So this is really exciting. And we have all these
It's so
matching dollars
exciting.
coming.
$4.9 million last year. I know we're going to beat that this year. We're springing into action. We've got a $100,000 match. I'm really excited. Are you feeling excited about 2022?
I'm so excited, and March is an amazing month.
That's right.
We're feeling that warm weather.
We're feeling the warm weather here in Northern California.
It's amazing.
One more plug again, Tabitha, just for our social media, which, as you know, is a way to stay updated, to stay informed, but it's also a way, as we discussed earlier, to get inspired. Maybe about some nonprofits you might not have heard of. You can follow the Our Promise Facebook page or follow us on Instagram or Twitter. We are at Our Promise CA across all 3 platforms.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like everyone has to have at least one type of social media that they
That's
follow.
right.
You know, at least one. You all got your favorites.
Come on.
You know?
Pick your favorite, follow us, give us a like, stay informed, stay inspired, help us give back to deserving nonprofits throughout the state.
Can't thank you enough. Thank you, state employees, for all of your hard work, whether you are a campaign volunteer, whether you are a donor, or whether you're just a state employee doing amazing public service for all of us here in the state of California. Thank you again.
Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you soon.
Bye.